Hey everybody, welcome to the Inimitable Podcast. I am your host, Jermaine Harrison. I am a licensed mental health counselor, mentor, visionary, transitional life coach, but more importantly, I am a neurospicy black sheep. Inimitable means something that is so unique it is impossible to duplicate. This pod is for the neurospicy who are building mental wealth without a blueprint. Every guest here, we're going to talk about some of those topics that other people don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about it, whether it be about motherhood, Black men, whether it be about joining the force and being a mental health advocate. Either way, we're going to talk about it. So, with that being said, thank you for coming. And if you're here, it's because God needed you here. I hope you enjoy this episode, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, sorry for being so late because life, right? But I'm here. I will hopefully see you guys coming into the chat because it took a while. You know, when you change computers, you got to move things over because it's amazing. But we're here. So if you're here, show up in the comment section because I like this whole interactive piece, and it's great times. It's really great times. So I'm excited. Feel free to join in, feel free to share, to say hello, because I am checking in. It's been a while. I miss you guys. I miss having these conversations because they're so fun. And, it's needed. We need those safe spaces. So if you're here, say, hey, hello, how you doing? So I know that you're here. I want to make sure that, like I said, this is a check-in. Hey, mama, how you doing? For all my lovely folks, I just wanted to say hello. Hey, Darren. How goes it, y'all? How goes it? My client used to always say that. She was like, how goes it? And it's like, girl, we're good. So again, this is a check-in. This is also me giving you guys some lovely announcements that will come towards the end. If we stay here for the full hour, we stay here for the full hour. If we only do this for a half an hour or 45 minutes, that's cool too. Because the important thing is that, we're checking in. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. I know it's at the end, and you guys are probably like, Jermaine, you should have been doing this the whole time. But listen, Sissy Pooh been working. Okay, I've been at work, and you will find out exactly what Sissy Pooh has been doing because I have a lot to share. I got to check in with my people, but I'm also going to be sharing some of Jermaine's grapes. Grapes is the word. Because life has been lifing for me for sure, and it has been something. I have been in a pretty good headspace. I'm not gonna lie and say like, no, yeah, things are great. These past 8 months have been, maybe even 9, maybe even 10. I don't even know how many months it's been, but it has been a very interesting, to say the least, 9 months. So again, if you're here, say hello, pop in the chats. I want to have this conversation with you guys, and I want you guys to talk back to me because although I can talk, we know Jermaine can talk. If you're new to my pod, maybe you don't know, but if you're watching this right now, you probably do know. Yeah, Jermaine can talk, and I want to make sure that this check-in is an actual check-in and it's not just Jermaine blabbering about life. So I'm going to get started. To start off, I really want to acknowledge how difficult things are in this climate that we are in these here United States of America. I understand how hard it is, how dark it feels. It's a lot. It really is. As a clinician, I find myself trying to encourage people all the time about hope, about staying with it, about fighting the good fight, all the things. It's been difficult. And I know that it's not just about Republican, Democrat, LGBTQ, or straight. It's not about black or white. It's really, we are in a situation where this is a people problem. And as people, we have to find ways to remain encouraged and remain keeping our heads up. I just got a text message from a friend talking about she was laid off, and a lot of people are getting laid off, and it's tough. It's one thing to have a difficult moment and be able to just like get up and bounce right back. But when your livelihood is at stake, that is something totally different. And so, this again is your safe space. Although we are on the World Wide Web, this is a safe space to really just be. And I want to let you guys know that I see you, I hear you, I'm with you, because just because I am a mental health professional does not mean life doesn't life for me, because it most certainly life's for me. So I see people coming in. Y'all say hello. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're rocking with me. This is just tough. Life is tough. I just want to let you guys know that despite what's going on, there's always a tomorrow. And hello, there's always a tomorrow. There's always a chance to get up and keep moving. Hey, life is always life. And yes, ma'am. How you doing? So I want to, hey, Q, my teammates on here. I love Alex. Thank you guys for showing up. And in this check-in, y'all talk to me. We gonna keep it 100% real. Yes, Darren, life is life, and we're still here. And you know what? The enemy gets mad because we're still here. And it's like, no matter what he throws at us, we serve a God that is bigger. Y'all know I get churchy on here, but we serve a God who is bigger than our problems, who is bigger than the pain, who is bigger than anything we're going through, And yes, this too shall pass. We say that a lot. I don't think we actually put into like a full, like conceptualized thought what that means. It means other things have passed, right? We've been through, and I'd say this because I work with young people, y'all know this, where everything to them is an emergency, it's urgent, it's a whole entire situation, right? And I feel that because I was them. Sometimes I still have those emotions sitting in this here body of mine, in my adult body. But it's like everything we went through, we overcame. Now, there might be some residual effects. I understand. But for the most part, we have overcome a lot of things. I have a lot of conversations with a lot of people regularly, professionally, personally, relationally, and everyone has something that they're going through. And let me tell you, as a therapist, I be trying to turn that off. I'm like, y'all, I can't deal with another problem. It's 9:45 in the afternoon. It's 9:45 p.m. I've been peopling and problem solving. It's a lot. Which brings me to my conversation about boundaries. Y'all know I've been talking about boundaries for a very long time. And I think we underestimate how important those boundaries are, because when we have effective boundaries, we know how to separate from things and people. And it's okay. Self-care is not selfish. Just want to have a little Selah moment. Self-care is not selfish. If you don't take time to take care of yourself, please do. Darren, love you, but we're going to put each other, I'm not going to put your business out there. But I'm going to say we have conversations often about like what it means to show up for people, and when you have to put up that church finger and be like, I need to tiptoe out. That's something me and him are actively working on individually because it's hard. You want to show up for people. You want to be a safe space for people. You want to honor people's pain and honor people's struggle and stuff like that. But then it's like, yeah, but it's piling up over here. And I need to face that. I just had a conversation yesterday in a group that I volunteer with, and we were talking about grief. And the thing about grief is people think we only grieve when someone passes away. Not true. We are grieving relationships. We are grieving jobs. We are grieving lifestyles. Like in the church, I just want to say this. In the church, a lot of people like, how can mental health make its way into the church? Well, there's a lot of reasons why. But one of them is when you decide to give your life to Christ and you're doing a whole life change, that's hard. Because now you're like, how do I do life differently? I used to smoke. I used to drink. I used to go in the club. I used to do all of these things. Now I don't do them anymore. And now what? Church isn't the way that it used to be. Or maybe not. Maybe some churches are still like this, but not all churches are like, you got church on Sunday, you got Sunday school, and you got regular church, and then you got a prayer service, and then you got Bible study, and then you got rehearsal, and then you got, every certain day you got youth night and all this other stuff. It's hard, y'all. Now, again, y'all can talk to me in the chats. It's hard. It's hard showing up every day. It's hard going to work every day, especially when you're like, they ain't paying me enough, or they're not appreciating the work that I'm doing, or, these coworkers, man, they really just don't know how to mind their business. It's hard. And so I just want to do my due diligence and checking in with you guys. And yes, I do have announcements. Most of you missed my intro video, but it's okay because I have an outro that's coming. And I really just want to share the amazing things that are going on in the Fighting Chance counseling service world. I haven't been perfect in this. I'm pretty sure in the past 8 months, I've crashed out probably monthly. Now, my crash outs look very differently because I have to maintain self, right? Because I'm a therapist, I'm a minister, I'm a friend, teacher, daughter. I'm all these things, right? But to be transparent, I had a work situation that happened where it didn't work out, and I was fired. Yes, me, I was fired. And in that moment, it is needed. That's my cousin, y'all. Hey, Sway. Like it just when I got fired, I started to grieve heavily because that's the first time in my whole career that I was fired. First time. And I'm 35, y'all. Now, I ain't been working since I was 16. I think my first job was 18. But nonetheless, I have worked really hard in becoming the professional that I am. And so to be fired took a really bad hit. It took a really bad hit. Then on top of that, I had a best friend of 23 years. That friendship ended. And then, realizing that I made a certain amount of money each month, and I'm not even making half of that anymore. And these days, not even close. And I'm just like, I took a leap of faith. And I was like, all right, Lord, so if this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. If full-time entrepreneurship is what we're doing, this is what we're going to do. Now, let me tell you about how my mama raised me. Shout out to you, mama. Love you, girl. Hey. My mom used to always tell me, do not make a decision in haste. Make sure all your ducks are lined up, and make sure all your ducks are ducks, not a pigeon, not a toad, make sure all your ducks are lined up, because if you don't have enough saved for the next 3 to 6 months, don't do it. Now, that logical side of me creeped in, but then faith said, It never makes sense when you do it. When God says do something, it'll never make sense. And I'm like, okay, all I know is therapy and Jesus. That's all I know. That's all I got. Therapy and Jesus. I might know a little animal kingdom stuff and a little bit of science, a little bit of math. That's as far as it goes. Owning a business, I've done it for 4 years, but I haven't 100%. You know, Darren used to always say to me, you know, Jermaine, you got all these jobs. Why don't you make your business a full-time one? And I had excuses up the wazoo. The truth was I was scared. Still am. Very much scared. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. Entrepreneurship sometimes sucks. No matter what stage you are in it, beginning, middle, you're a veteran in it. It sucks sometimes. And to do this without a business partner, without having all of these resources in your back pocket has been, might get a little emotional. Might. And so with all of that, yeah, Mama, he does. Yeah, I'm definitely getting emotional. I might cry these lashes off, but if y'all see me, don't judge. And then, you know, when you're doing this, you know, you have the faith, you have amazing friends. I have an amazing mom. I have an amazing church family. I have an amazing tribe behind me. I do. But sometimes when your brain is just going, anxiety is already a thing. Add anxiety to like all this worry and stuff, not a good look. So I'm crashing out. I'm not gonna lie, crashing out, making some crazy decisions, splurging on money that I don't have. So then I really didn't have any money. Eating things away. I was doing good, y'all. I was losing some pounds. You hear me? I was down maybe 9.5, close to 10 pounds, and I was real proud of myself. And then I couldn't keep up with the diet. And then I'm a stress eater. I'm an emotional eater. So then I was just eating my problems. And I'm just like, dang, man. So now I'm physically unwell, mentally unwell, spiritually we're all right. And that's me. But I have to show up every day. I gotta counsel people. I gotta show up for the young people. I gotta show up for my family. I have to honor all these spaces that I find myself in. And it was hard. It was really hard. It was like, whoo, God, you must know what you're doing. Because I don't. I don't know what's happening. And so it's weird when you have to, I mean, I don't have to do anything. These are all choices of mine. I choose to show up for my friends. I choose to be a pillar of hope, a pillar of joy, a pillar of love, a pillar of healing and wellness and all the good things. I choose to be that. But then you still hear the pains that other people are going through. You know, people who are struggling with their own mental health, people that are struggling with relationship stuff, people that are struggling with work stuff, people ending marriages. It's been a lot. People trying to overcome their addiction and self-medicating habits. So yeah, needless to say, we're here. And so one announcement that I will break now is I have an interactive journal coming out. It's called Into the Deep. No, it's not. To the Other Side. Into the Deep is going to be the book that's coming. So I guess we just had a Freudian slip. But anyway, Into the Deep is coming. What is officially like, I don't know, less than 8 days away. You should write a book, Q. You absolutely should. To the Other Side is the name of the interactive journal. To the Other Side is about surviving life's transitions. To the Other Side is, there's journal prompts in there that I ask my clients, but then during these 9 months, I've asked myself, like, how in the world are we going to take life from where it was to wherever God's trying to take it? How do I navigate these spaces? And I don't know if I made up the term, but if I made it up, I hope like Oprah or Sarah Jakes Roberts finds it and then, takes it where it needs to go. Because you know what? Something about God, he going to put your name in rooms before you get there. Just saying. Anyway, I had to figure out how to navigate these transitions, and I called it the hallway wilderness, or the wilderness in the hallway. And it's a wilderness because I was led there the same way Jesus was led into the wilderness after he was baptized. I was led into this wilderness, and it sucked. My God, did it suck. And I hated it. I still kind of hate it sometimes. But what I realized is there's a pruning that happens. I'm going to get real churchy. There's a pruning that happens. There's a perfecting that happens. There's courage that comes from it. There's a boldness that comes from it. There's hope and joy that comes from it, because I'm not in this alone. And I know that there's an expiration date. The same way there was a birth date, there's an expiration date to this pain, to this struggle, and it's coming. So with that being said, To the Other Side is up for pre-sale in 2 days on the 31st. It's on Amazon.com. So it'll be open for a pre-sale, and then you can officially get it by the 8th of June. And everyone's like, well, why would you pick the 8th of June? So this was supposed to come out 2 days ago. But there was some stuff that had to be put in there, and I had to keep working at it. June 8th is Best Friend Day, National Best Friend Day. And, shout out to my bestie. Y'all know who he is. Hey, best friend. And my mom. My mom be high-key my bestie, too. She has a lot in common with my best friend, but I digress. So my besties, they have pushed me and kept me and held me up. Yes, Alex, the number 8. We know that's your number, girl. We love it. I was born in the 8th month of the year, so I rock with the 8s, baby. Anyway, yeah, my bestie, my mom, they really have pushed me. My family has pushed me. Everyone has pushed me. And sometimes I'm like, y'all get your hands off of me, because I'm about tired of being pushed. But something about my tribe is they will not let me stop. Something about my tribe is like, girl, we see you, we acknowledge you, but you can't stop. Keep going. So because of that, I dedicate the release to my besties, my mama, and my best friend. So yay. Hey y'all. How you doing? And I also have a coloring book coming out. It's an affirmation book. It is coming out. That I believe you can purchase on the 31st. I'm going to get my copy on the 31st, and I can't wait to see it. I'm a little nervous, excited, and nervous all at the same time. Because one thing I know, when you don't know, God knows. When you are crying and you're confused and you're lost and you're hurting, God shows up. So that's a little bit about me. There's my check-in, so y'all know why the Inimitable podcast has been MIA, and I've had a lot of people talking about the pod and is it coming and what's happening, because my Thursday nights ain't been the same. And I was like, first of all, I didn't even know all y'all was watching it. But hey, thank you for checking in and seeing about me and the pod. And that means whatever this is that God is doing through me, it's working. I mean, of course it's working. It's a God thing. So yeah. But anyway, enough about me. How are y'all doing? I'm not saying y'all got to put all your business in the chat. You really don't. You can just be like, you know what, Jamae, life has been lifing and I'm tired. Or I need a therapist. And, I can't be everyone's therapist, unfortunately. But I am a good mentor. I do mentor not just young people. I mentor a lot of people. because I've had plenty of mentors in my life. Like Jermae is here doing what she does because I've had about 6 mentors. I've had 2 spiritual mentors. I have 2 professional mentors. I have 2 personal mentors. You know, it takes a tribe. It takes a village to raise this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Q, listen, girl, we need it. Which reminds me, if you guys are looking for a therapist, right? So the platforms that I'm on, Psychology Today, Therapy for Black Girls, Clinicians of Color, Pure Spark for my Massachusetts folks, they're all there. And something about finding a therapist, it's like dating. Now that sounds really weird, but it really is. Because first of all, we don't trust just anybody with our mind and soul. We don't. So you got to find someone who is not just going to yes you all day and do the head nods. And so how do you feel? How does that make you feel? Like, especially us, you know, in this community, talk back to me. Don't let me be out here whole acting a fool and you be like, but you gonna be all right. Okay. Because I had a therapist that was like that. That was the opposite. She would just yes me. And I don't know if she was intimidated by me because I'm a therapist myself. But I said, girl, I need some feedback. I need you to tell me where the loopholes are and how we're going to fix it. So needless to say, I had to end that. But yeah, when you're looking for a therapist, mentor, psychiatrist, whatever, make sure there's a connection. Y'all tap into your discernment. Everybody got it. Not a lot of people tap into it enough. You have it. If it don't feel right, don't force it. If something in you, if those spidey senses are tingling, if there's something in the back of your head that's like, this ain't working, pay attention to that because it's there for a reason. You know, give it time, see how it goes. But if something on the inside of you just like, nah, this ain't working, pay attention to that. And mental health is a thing, y'all. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I'm going to keep saying it. Mental health, it is a thing. It is something people around the world suffer with. Sometimes it's situational. Sometimes it is lifetime, unfortunately. But that's why we're here, to help guide and help you release the stuff. You know, therapy is not just, I'm just going to talk and they're going to listen. Therapy isn't just advice giving, because technically speaking, we're not supposed to give advice. I do sometimes, only when it's young people. Older people, I'm like, hey, I can only tell you what I know, and you make the decision after that. Yes, Darren. It is. Listen, you just don't date anybody. You don't. Because you have told this person, like, I'm going to be with you and I'm rocking with you. And, you know, your problems sometimes become my problems. And some therapists don't do well in certain situations. And that's fine. I'm not for everyone. I know that. You know, I've only been fired from a client maybe once or twice in my career, but that's because God sends them, you know. Yes, best friend, yes. You have to explain why you're looking for a new therapist and what your expectations are. Honestly, yeah. Tell them what you need. And a good therapist will let you know if they can provide that or not. So perfect example, right? I have a client. I've had her for some years now. And I got her from my mentor. And my mentor was like, she probably is only going to need therapy for like a few months. She just needs to process stuff. 4 years later, we're still actively unpacking a lot of traumas, right? And so one thing I know about her is she's action-based. Like, give me something. Give me skills. Help me to know how to do this better. Help me to control myself because I can pop off at any moment, you know? She's action-based. Then I have another client who's doing well, And she just literally just processes life. And when she needs to be called out on something, she knows, she's like, all right, Jermaine, so I know what you're going to say, but I just want to hear your feedback. And then I give it to her, So therapy means different things to different people. So yeah, know what you're looking for. If you're looking for skills, say that. If you're looking for someone to call you out on your mess and guide you to something better, something bigger, something happier, then say that. If you're just like, I don't even know what I want, I just know life isn't working for me, and whatever this thing is that I'm doing, it ain't working, then say that. It's okay. It's okay. You can say stuff like that because we need to know. We literally build treatment plans and goals off of what you say to us. So if you're saying, I want to quit smoking and I want to stop smoking because I know that, I'm self-medicating and I know that's a whole problem, then say that, don't be scared. And again, if it's not the right one, it's not the right one. And that is okay, So yeah, thank you. Any other questions, comments, concerns? I don't have to be on here for a full hour. I practically already cried with y'all. So let me know. Also, while you guys are typing and thinking, so the Inimitable podcast is officially on YouTube, all on YouTube. youtube.com/@AFCCS77. And with that being said, I was thinking about ways to make more personable interactions with people. So I considered Patreon, just a little like $5-10 a month subscription where we get to have conversations like this, but in a more personable space. Because I believe in creating safe spaces. I believe that we all need a safe space. I am a very, very, very neurospicy individual. And there's not a lot of safe spaces for us neurospicy people because they want us to conform, because our spiciness irritates and confuses people. So we're often masking, which means I'm putting on a mask, I'm putting on my front, I'm like walking outside like, hey, yeah, how you doing? But on the inside, I'm like, get away from me, I don't like people. You know what I'm saying? Or like we're panicking. Let me tell you, I haven't networked more in the past 5 months than I have like ever in my life. I feel like I have been in people's faces at least twice a week. And anyone that knows me knows Jermaine got social anxiety, and I just don't want to do it. But being an entrepreneur and doing the work that I do, you got to be in the face, okay? So when I mask in front of these people because I'm just like, am I charismatic and all those lovely things? Yeah, but Darren can tell y'all, on my way to these networking events, I'm freaking out. I'm like, wait, I'm not ready. What do I say? How do I look? Is my hair okay? It's insane. And, so if you're like me, where peopling is hard and being your authentic self, as much as you love to do it, that too is also hard. If that's you, then I want to create a safe space. So whether that's on Patreon or this thing called a Mighty app, the Mighty app is another monthly subscription where we have more groups, because I love doing groups. I did a group called Blurred Vision, and I had my close friends on there. My kid was on there, and it was like a piloting one, and I think it went well. I got positive feedback from them, and I love doing groups. I really do, because while I am the expert and the facilitator, I know that, people can learn from each other, right? Like, I'm not the expert of all. I'm not the jack of all trades and the master of none. I mastered one or two things. Again, therapy and Jesus, but, and I want to do more of those. So, maybe I'll just keep creating a safe space. And if you guys want to subscribe for like, $40 a month or whatever, and we can have continuous groups and continuous reflection, safe space moments. That's what we're going to do. I've really been trying to heavily strategize on how I can maximize my work, because while I do love therapy, I know that everyone's not going to come. And I know that some people, they need therapeutic services, but don't want to do the full work. So they'll come to a group, get a nice little 8 to 12 week something, and then they'll go about their business. So, this is for anyone, because I'm not taking insurances. So groups are available to anyone in any 52 states. I almost said 53. Yeah, it's okay. We're great. Anyway, so yeah, if y'all don't have anything to say, I can let y'all go. I just wanted to check in with you guys, let you guys know that the pod's coming back. We are making a comeback, just which platform it's going to be on, to be continued, to be determined. If you guys need me, y'all know where to find me. Obviously, you found me here. But you can also go to my website, my Instagram, my YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm on there too. I'm telling you, man, I've been active on these socials and I don't even like it. You got to post every day. Do you know how hard it is to post every day? I tell my kids that when they're like, oh, I want to be a social media influencer. I'm like, do you? Because that's hard. You got to post every day. And I don't think I'm that interesting. That whole like get ready with me stuff. Now, can I just say something and be transparent? That whole get ready with me, because it was GRWNM. I was like, why are they talking about grown women or grown men? And then I figured out it was an acronym. I said, oh. Well, that's a thing. I don't think people want to get ready with me because I don't go anywhere because I work from home. And, I don't know what to do with that much content. And it's like posting every day. It's like, ugh, it's a chore. It's a lot. It really is. But anyway, so y'all have a blessed night, since y'all are real quiet on me. Thank you to those who are in the comment section. Darren, Q, Sway, everybody, Tanya, my mama, all of y'all. We love you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Yeah, everyone sees my dog. So anyone that's been on my Instagram, when I was doing the 30 ways in 30 days, which I'm bringing that back as well, and it's going to change every month. Excuse me. I call her my creative director. Is she over here? No, she is probably downstairs. But I call her my creative director because she pulls me outside in nature where I'm supposed to be. That's where I get my inspiration from. So she's my creative director. She's a Shih Tzu. She is 3 years old, ironically born on the anniversary of my brother's passing. Now that got real dark real quick, my bad. But, can't never forget her birthday. Her birthday is January 5th. That's an important day in my world. But yeah, y'all will see me. I'll be posting because I have no choice. So anyway, don't go anywhere because there is an outro video that is coming up. There will be more information to follow. Just know that I am here for you guys. I see you. I hear you. The space has been created. You guys occupy the space. And I want to say that to my neurospicy people. Occupy your space. If y'all don't wake up and know that you belong in those spaces and be 100% your authentic self, whether people like it or not, whether people understand it or not, I'm misunderstood often. Do you see me? I get questioned about everything I do. Jermaine, why is your hair that color? Jermaine, why are you wearing that many colors? Jermaine, why? because I can. But I can't say that. So I'm like, well, because I like, my hair to be different. I like my nails to be different. I just like to be different. And I've learned to be okay with it, and I've learned to occupy my space. I take up a lot of space. I'm a big girl. My energy is big. My body's big. We just big over here. Okay? And I'm okay with that. I'm going to occupy my space. Now, I've learned to control it because I've had friends that have told me, Jermaine, sometimes your energy is too much and you can't control how much you give. And it's like, oh, absolutely. But I have a lovely best friend who told me to shine like the sun that I am, and I will. So, thanks, Darren. Love you guys. Again, don't go nowhere because there's an outro video coming with more information. Love you guys. Honestly, Q. I've been rocking with Q. Let me brag about Q real quick, okay? Q is, I always call her, she is my setter for life. You hear me? We played volleyball together in high school, but it started in middle school when we were playing basketball. Now, Q is amazing. We love Q. Q, she works hard. I'll never forget. A lot of people didn't come. Speaking of my brother, a lot of people didn't come to his funeral. Alex did. Me and Alex, we weren't talking often back then, but the fact that she showed up and the fact that she reminds me that I'm her forever teammate. Love you, Q. I appreciate your life, man. Like, girl, I got you. So like whatever you need, you let me know because I'm here. And she's great. A ball of energy and all of that great stuff. So love you, Q. Just want to give you a nice little shout out. Sprinkle some love. Wait, how do they used to do that thing? Do they still do that? The little salts. Sprinkly thing. I don't know. Y'all know I'm weird. Yes. You're welcome, Q. Love you, girl. All right. Anyway, like I said, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere because there's an outro video coming. Y'all, I will talk to you later. You know where to find me. Let's chit chat. Let's partner together. Let's share resources, share stories. And if you want to be on one of the pod episodes coming up, let me know. We can make room. And Darren, that means you too, because you got to be on every season, sir, because it's just a thing. So, yes, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, Jermaine here. So thank you for tuning in and checking out this episode, this check-in, because we needed it. I hope you got something from it. I love checking in with you guys. And there's updates coming. Okay, so as you probably heard, I have an interactive journal that is for pre-sale on the 31st of this month. And then it is ready to launch on June 8th, which is a Sunday. So, next Sunday. And then I have, or maybe in 2 weeks. And then I have an affirmations coloring book that's coming out. That will be available on the 31st on Amazon. Both are on Amazon. I'm working on the ebook version of the journal. But if you want, go check it out. And I'm ready to do all of the work that I've said I've been ready to do. I am taking insurances now, so I am still counseling. I am still mentoring, and I can do consultation work, churches, organizations, all these other things. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will have a Patreon as well, where we are creating safe spaces. We're having conversations like this, more podcast episodes, all the good stuff. Okay, so stay tuned. Follow me on the socials on youtube.com/@AFCCS77, on Facebook, facebook.com/Fighting Chance CS, I believe, on Instagram, Fighting Chance CS, and then the website, fightingchancecounseling.com. So wherever you need to find me, you'll find me. I am on Psychology Today, therapy for Black girls, colors, clinicians of color, all of those. Pure Spark, find me. I'm not hiding anymore. We're out here. So thanks for coming, and I'll see you soon. Bye.